Go! Hello, everybody! Guess where I am? I am in the iron farm. And I see I need to give a end rod back to Puddle! Hello, Puddle! You made it on! Yay! Here we go. Here is your end rod. Yes, which is how one of the ways. Oh, look at that! You've got diamond, blinged out diamond armor already. Awesome. And I need to give you your first elytra. So let me open this up and get out my elytra supplies. So you can see here kind of in the middle is the actual elytra recipe. So phantom membrane, so you need 6 phantom membranes, and you need 1 end rod, and you need 1 nether star to make an elytra. And let's see, would you like to craft it yourself? Okay. Aha. All right, I will give you the ingredients and you may craft it yourself. So the phantom membranes, there's a crafting table right in here. The phantom membranes go up and down the sides, and then, hey, hello. The nether star's at the top middle, and then the end rod is right in the very middle. Hello, welcome to the stream. Shadow Frags and MinerGrad official. It's working. Text-to-speech is working today. And look at this. We have our new member, Puddle. Yay! And now you have an elytra. And I am going to give Puddle a sort of abbreviated tour. So this is the iron farm. All of this iron is free to take. You can use it. You can build with it. We have a lot of iron on this server. It is the economic engine of the server.
Hello, Puddle. WWLCOME to the server.
Aha! Welcome to the server.
Gonna be getting the PC working this weekend. It's official.
Yay! All right, MinerGrad official. Yeah, I can't wait to welcome you to the server. Unfortunately, next week on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I will not be streaming. I am driving to Colorado. So I live in California. I am driving to Colorado, which is 2 states away. It's a 2-day drive. I mean, I could technically do it in 1 day. It's about 20 hours of driving, 18 to 20 hours of driving. But it's much more pleasant to do in a 2-day drive. So my husband and I are driving to Colorado. We're going to pick up our daughter, and then we're going to drive home. And we are going to stay, our halfway point is in Las Vegas. So we are going to stay in Las Vegas on the way. All right. Hey, hello, Pepsi Train. Welcome. Glad you're here. Uh-oh. Time to get the phantoms. Yep, I haven't slept in days. I'm sure there'll be a lot of them. I guess we could do that, or we could go over here and sleep. That is one way to get rid of the phantoms. Sleep. Oops. Why isn't it letting me sleep? Oh, is it not letting me sleep because there are monsters nearby? Erg. Okay, let me go to my house. I will go to my house. Whee! And sleep. Sleep. There we go. No monsters here. All right. Glad to hear you're doing well, Pepsi Train. Okay. So, Puddle, let me go back to spawn. Whee! All right, so now that you have an elytra, you probably need to get some fireworks. Oops, where did you go? I will meet you right at spawn, how about? So this pink beacon here, this is known as spawn. So when somebody says, I'll meet you at spawn, this is it. You might not have noticed where you spawned. But then to get to the, so the iron farm is there. You can get iron from the iron farm, trade it to everybody in the community center, which I'm sure you found. And that's how you got the diamond, I'm assuming. And then splash down here, and this is where the gunpowder is. So you can go ahead and take some gunpowder. And any of the other things that mobs drop that you might want, you can also get here. I find it's fun. I like to make signs that have glow ink on them. And glow ink is slow to generate in the farm, but it happens. Are you going to be doing a tour next Friday? I could do a tour on Friday if, yes, that's true. I could indeed. Oops, I meant to move my Minecraft window and I accidentally resized my Minecraft window. Let me get that the right size again so it fits. All right, and then come on up here. If we go to the very top, you'll see the place where people AFK this farm. And it's got a little bit of graffiti and such. Come on this way, and right here, this is where people AFK this farm. So if you need to AFK it, that's the place to do it for maximal drop rates. Yes, and this is where people do their own little bits of self-promo, like use creator code Strawberry if you're going to buy Hightail or upgrade Hightail. There we go. Okay, so let's see here. What else do I need to show you? I clearly need to show you where the netherite tree is. Oh, and first... Oh, yikes. It looks like you are not wearing your elytra yet. Would you like to wear that? There you go. All right. And then we can safely come down here and I will show you how to get rockets. So now that you have some gunpowder, you can take some sugarcane, and sometimes people, if they take too much and they have extra paper, they leave the extra paper in here. But go ahead and take some sugarcane and then turn that sugarcane into paper. And then take your paper and surround it by gunpowder, and that's how you get your firework rockets. We have plenty. 103! No way! Let's go, Pepsi Train! 103 stream streak. That is awesome. 20 weeks of not missing a stream. Okay. Now, let's go. Once you've got some rockets, what we're going to do is we're going to go to spawn and then turn right to get to my house. So go this way, and let's touch down right in front of my house. Whee! And right beside my house is the netherite tree. This is another very important place. So go ahead and take 1 block of netherite. The netherite is... We have enough for people to upgrade their gear to netherite gear, but this is kind of all we've got, because duping used to work on the server, and that's how we got it. But then after duping broke, we don't have any more. So you can't take netherite and build with it the same way you can with iron. But then go ahead and, if you want to, I mean, your gear looks so good, like that blue and orange pattern looks really nice, blue and copper. But if you want to upgrade to netherite, right here is where you do it, and there's netherite templates. There's netherite smithing template upgrades, so your first 9 are free, and then after that we request that you make more yourself. So the way you make more netherite smithing templates is you take 1 template and you take, a bunch of netherrack, depending on how many you want to make, and then there should be one of these is a box of diamonds somewhere. Netherite. Yes, we do have a bunch of netherite. There we go. One of these is a shulker box of diamonds. So then use the diamonds to make more. Let's see here. 7 like that. And then take the diamonds, make more diamonds. And in the crafting table with the netherite smithing template and the netherrack, then surround the rest of it by upside down pants to make more. There we go. Make more netherite smithing templates. All right, and then put those back. So basically, we just request that people make more after your first ones. But your first ones are free. Bwahaha. Okay, and let me turn all these diamonds back into diamonds. There we go. I hear netherite smithing going on. Okay, put these diamonds back away. And put the diamonds back in here. So, there we go. Look at that. Fancy, fancy. Oh, yeah. And it looks like you found the smithing templates. So yes, the smithing templates also, if there's a lot of them, then you can just use them. But if they're getting low, then go ahead. I think it's right here. Yes, if they're getting low on the smithing templates, please make a copy. And some of them you can make a copy with the stuff that's here, and some of them you'll need to, like the prismarine,
Hopefully,
you'll need to go to the oceans to get
before
more.
Friday, so I can get a tour.
Oh, yeah! That'll be awesome. And otherwise, Miner God Official, I could do it the week after that. I will be gone Monday through Friday next week. I have set my vacation message on Twitch, and on YouTube, there's no way to set a vacation message, so I'll just have to make a community post letting you guys know that I am on vacation. And then come on over here, Puddle. This way, let me show you the other most important thing to know about getting started on the server. I guess I could have flown, but oh well, I'm almost here now. We are going to Kier's house. And let me see, did you already sign Kier's book? Not yet. So go ahead and pick up the book. Did you already read the rules? Wait a second. Yeah, Pikadude Man is not Puddle, right? Those are different people, if I recall. Yes. So go ahead and pick up the book. Well, I guess read the rules first. So no stealing, no pranks, no cyan-dyed leather caps. Be kind to others, no griefing, don't log out inside, don't enter the bedroom, don't bring in pets, let Kier know on Discord, no politics, don't try to change anything, no loopholes, don't try, don't trade librarian books, that one is up, and yes, no anti-anybody, but the librarian books one, that one doesn't really apply, that was for a previous version of Minecraft. Go ahead and take the book and then put your name in the book as the last entry. Do not Minecraft sign the book because then nobody else can sign the book. There we go. And let me bring this back where I can actually see it. There we go. I want to be sure I can see chat. Alrighty. Once the book is signed, then go ahead, come on down here. Splashdown. And turn left. Yes, our workers are highly paid and they love what they do. They're not trapped, really. come on up to the 7th floor, or maybe it's the 6th floor, I always forget. 6 or 7, something like that. And this is where the librarians are that will sell you any books, whatever your heart's desire, and they're arranged a little bit in a way that makes sense. But yes, there's librarians here, and there's an anvil over here, and people frequently ask, how do I get leather? Where's the cow farm? Because they want to make books for the librarians. And it turns out the best way to get books is to just buy bookshelves. So for 9 emeralds, you can buy a bookshelf. And if you break it with a non-silk touch tool, then you can get 3 books out of that. And that is the way that we get books here. All right, Puddle, I know you have to go. What questions do you have? I can wait while you type out your questions. Not much. Okay, got it. Yeah. So just go ahead and find a place of land that is untaken. So, and do not, one of the rules of the server that's not obvious. Like, I think things like no stealing, no griefing, things like that are pretty obvious rules for this server. But, no building in the mangrove swamp. That is a rule. The mangrove swamp is kind of like our central park. We're building our houses all the way around the outside, so the city and town and community get built up around the mangrove swamp, but not in the mangrove swamp. Yeah, that's right, because this server started right exactly after, it was like the day after 1.19 came out, was the first day of this server. So that is one of our rules. All right, let's see, how much longer can you stay? Would you like a little more of a tour? Or I don't want to keep you up too late, though. I know you're in Europe and have to go to bed. And I have plans for showing people how to do redstone at the Redstone Academy. Ah, okay, 20 to 30 minutes. Well then, let's see here. What else? Yeah, okay, well let me show you. Come on up here. Let me show you where our shopping district is. I don't know if your render distance is such. Some people can see it, some people can't. There is a moon off this direction. And, okay, you can see the moon. So go. Oh, and the cow. Yes, we have a cow jumping over the moon. So come land directly beneath the moon here. This is the Lunar Village. Built by Bear Baker and Jack and Borsven. Yes, starring Enterprises, the Rusty Duck. Yeah, come on down here, and this is where the marketplace is. And if you enjoy doing the Wordle, we have our very own Wordle down this way, based on the redstone contraption built by Pearlescent Moon. Yes, hello again, Matthew. Welcome back! Glad you're here! Alright, yes, so here, if you want to claim an area, then pick one of, if you want to claim an area to be your store, then pick a red one and then you can build in it. And when you're ready, pick a green one to indicate that you are open for business. And some people have done a much better job decorating their store than others. My store, for example, is kind of barren. Uh-oh. Yeah, I gotta clean out the trash. Those Endermen are always trashing the place. And the way that you do a store is usually the store owner has the prices listed. So if, in my case, Ancient Seeds, 1 diamond per stack. And yes, so 1 diamond is what you need. Now, for the diamonds, we have the 1 box of diamonds for making copies of the netherite templates and stuff. But if you need diamonds for something else, then you're expected to mine your own. And if you go far away from spawn to where the land is freshly regenerating, then there's a lot more diamonds underground than if you use the diamonds near spawn, because it's generated with an older world gen near spawn, and so there's not as many diamonds. Yeah. Oh.
I'm 11 tomorrow.
Yes, yeah. So make sure you are 13 before you join Discord. It is really important. On Discord, they will ban your account if you are under 13 and you say so out loud. So do not go to Discord until you are 13. And it is not recommended to type in a YouTube chat until after you are 13 as well. I believe the rules are that you have to be 13. So yeah, best keep quiet and just watch. And the reasons for this are child protection. 1, they want you to not get addicted to talking to people online, and 2, they want to make sure that you're not talking to people online who know how to manipulate young people and get you to do things that you shouldn't do. Yeah, so I recommend that you interact with YouTube in a read-only method. And yes, what they call it, I think, is supervised accounts, when you've outgrown YouTube Kids, but you're not really old enough to interact. Because yeah, it can be addictive, and that's not good, and B, there's just a lot of nasty people out there. I am easily not careful.
Manipulated.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, so let's see here, Puddle. This is where all the stores are. And then let me show you. Wait, where's the way out of here? I've gone the wrong direction. We should probably make it where the exit is a little bit more obvious. Here we go. Exit this way. When my husband's brother was little, then every time he saw an exit sign in a store, he would say, "Exit! It means a way out." He was very cute when he was little.
Should I tell my crush? I like her.
So, yes, but not in a weird way. The best way to let her know is to ask her friends if she's seeing anybody, and to let someone else know, and then tell them not to tell. And that's usually the best way to let her know, not directly, so that she can be prepared for the idea that you might like her. Yeah, don't go off and tell her directly. That's a little bit awkward. Yes, but tell her friends that you like her. That's the best way to do it. Okay, let's see here. What else should I show you? Oh, I should show you the PvP arena and Dove's Grotto. Uh-oh. Do we want to fight, or do we want to flee? Let's fight. Battle!
My best friends know.
All right. Yes. Oh, they're trained on you. I should stand next to. There we go. Look at that shield. Oh, nice. There you go. Success. You got it. Let's show hitboxes. It makes it a little bit easier. There we go. I have plenty of phantom membranes. You can take it. Unless I accidentally took it. Let's see. No, I did not. All right, and it's daylight. I think the phantom membrane dropped over here. Oh, maybe you picked it up already. Okay. Let's go. So let's go back to spawn, and I will show you the main nether portal. So the original main nether portal is down below, down here. So you can go down this way and drop down. But the new main nether portal is a little bit easier to get to. Okay, that is really inappropriate, especially if you are so young. Like, your sexuality is, I mean, it can be a big part of who you are, but you don't need to tell strangers on the internet. And that is, further evidence. Yikes! When do these guys get here? When do these guys get here? It shouldn't be quite so dangerous to enter the nether. That's interesting. Yeah, these guys shouldn't even spawn in the nether. What? They must have hopped through from the other side. Well, all the more slime for us. Are you good? Did you find the place that sells the golden carrots? There we go. Name one of them Little Bob. All right, excellent. Okay, so this is the nether. There's lots of places here. So Quad Town is out that way. We're not going to Quad Town right now. We are going to Dove's Grotto. But before you go to Dove's Grotto, know that this is how to get to Frosty Fest. Right now, we're not going to Frosty Fest. We are just going to Dove's Grotto. But that's where Frosty Fest is. Yes. And once I get to this place, then I can fly. Whee! But I usually try not to fly in the nether just because it's so dangerous.
Is Minecraft on Xbox Java or Bedrock?
Xbox is Java. And then go this way to the PvP arena! Whee! Why am I not flying? Ah! Because I could die, that's why. Okay, you have to go soon? Alright, well, I will just show you the PvP arena. And then that is kind of the main things. Oh, I didn't show you the Elytra course. Well, first I'll show you the PvP arena, and then, depending on how much time you have, the Elytra course. This is the PvP arena. If you cross this pink line, PvP is enabled. Usually what people do is you set your spawn first, you get rid of all your gear that you don't need for the battle, and then you have a battle. So we will not actually battle because I want to show you the Elytra course, because that is another really cool thing about our server. So back down this way, back to spawn. Dove's Grotto is off to the left. If we wanted to go to Dove's Grotto, then we would turn left right there, but we don't. Dove's Grotto is where all the really fancy buildings are. You kind of need permission from the other Dove's Grotto members if you want to build in Dove's Grotto. But that's where the best builders build. Okay, yes, be careful. And then head back to spawn. This is the main nether portal. Go back this way. There's a wither skeleton farm just ahead to the right. There's signs leading to it, so don't worry about that. And then the one more thing to show you is the Elytra course. So don't do this until you have mending on your Elytra, but I will just show you where it is. So you go this way past the Technoblade field. That's the Technoblade Memorial Field. And if we lose anybody from our community, then, because there's a lot of people with cancer here, then that's where we will make a memorial for them. Then you'll see a bridge, and then you'll run into this huge A structure with the cake tower. And this is the Elytra course. Let me wait till you get here. All right. If you want to see the scores, then click the little show high score button. And if you want to stop seeing the scores, then click the show no score button. And I do not recommend doing this repeatedly until after you have mending on your Elytra. But if you want to do it, you just jump down the hole and fly through the hoops. This is our Elytra course. And some of those scores, when you first do it, they seem like they're just impossible, but they're not. If you know the best ways to get the absolute top performance out of your Elytra, basically doing lots of dip downs because you gain more speed every time you go down, then you can get really fast scores. There we go. Dip down, don't make mistakes. All right. 1539. Let's go. I consider anything above 1500 to be a pretty good score. So that is the Elytra course, but it will chew up your Elytra really quickly. There used to be a bunch of XP bottles here, but they have all been used. And then to get back to spawn from here, I make sure that I am doing the show no score button. Okay, excellent. And then basically you just hop down, use your Elytra, and go this way. When you see the bridge, that's the direction of home. Oh, and I guess right here, this is the parkour course. If you're interested in doing the parkour course, then you put your Elytra in the chest, and there's loner, trident, spears, and maces here. And then back to spawn is this direction. And it is, the parkour course is a trident, spear, mace parkour course. All right, so Puddle, welcome to the server. And yeah, have fun. If you hang out in the VC, then it's possible somebody will join you. And now that you're an official member of the Strawberry SMP, then you can join Gaming Live anytime you want. When people are in there, it means they're live, so be polite and respectful. But when they're in there, that means that they want other people to join them. They want the company. They want somebody to chat with, because it's always fun. Like, streams are better with more people. So feel free to join somebody if they're in the Gaming Live channel. All right, I will see you later. And I am now going to do some actual redstoning. So if we recall, yesterday we noticed that when I ran out of bone blocks and I went to go get more bone, we noticed that, all right, see you later, Puddle. When I went to get more bone, we noticed that there wasn't much bone down here. Now there's 17 bone meal from when I fixed it yesterday. I'm gonna take that. And over here, then there's a bunch of poppies. Now, last night, I didn't work on it in production. First, I made a copy of the server and I fixed that, and then I came on to the server and fixed it for real. Let me show you guys how this works now that I have taken the time to understand it. Because I did not generate it myself. Somebody else made this. Power 16 made most of this. So let me show you how it works. Yes, and you will hear this door opening and closing from time to time when this block gets activated. But let's start from the top. We will start with how the iron and the poppies enter the system. So the iron and the poppies come from the top, and they are coming from this line of hoppers right here. So anytime anytime an iron golem dies, then its iron and poppies will go into this hopper. Now, they'll go into this hopper and then drop down into this hopper, and then this hopper kind of brings them across that way. But if directly underneath this hopper, then if this hopper here is unlocked, then it will suck out, oh, like here goes some iron just passed through. And when that happens, you'll see this circuitry here will unlock this hopper. And I'm going to go show you over in the Redstone Academy how this works separately. But basically, that will allow the iron to drop out and drop into here and then go off this way. So the iron goes in that direction. And if we follow where the iron goes...
that I am going to build when I join the SMP.
Oh, awesome! Yeah, it is allowed. If you want to use things like Lake Matica, then you are allowed to use that. Do be careful, because whenever you download mods, then there's a possibility that somebody has trapdoored them. Like, it is, for whatever reason, some people get their jollies by putting malware into popular Minecraft mods. So just be careful. Always run a virus checker on it before you actually install it on your system. But anyway, the iron, it drops down here and goes out that way. Now, poppies are being filtered out here. And I didn't have named filter items, so I just used ladders because that's what I happen to have on me. But basically, things that you do not expect to come from up here, then you can use that as your filter item. And then you put the item that you do want to filter out in this location here. And when there's a stack of 41 of them, it turns it off and locks the hopper so that nothing falls through. But when the 42nd one comes in, then it unlocks the hopper. This redstone signal will trigger, it will unlock the hopper, and that will allow the poppies to flow through down to here and into this poppy storage, and then the poppies go down here. Oops, I fell too far. Into this poppy storage, and all of these at the top are what happened overnight. So basically, over the course of about 8 hours, we got 1.5 lines of poppies. In other words, it's pretty slow for poppy generation. It's pretty fast for iron generation, but pretty slow for poppy generation. And when all the poppies fill up, that's how we'll get more bone blocks. So if we go back through here, remember how I said where the iron is going? So the iron flows through that way, and it flows over to, let's see here. Yes, it flows over this way. There it is. There's the crafter. So basically, this crafter is waiting until more iron comes in. So the next time an iron golem dies and the iron flows through here and then it goes down into this crafter, the crafter, it doesn't make iron bars and things like that, because coming out of the crafter is a comparator. And this comparator sends a redstone signal into this block here, and it is being compared with and then this block sends it to this here, which sends it to this, which turns this on. Basically, the comparator, I think, is in difference mode, and it is comparing with the output of this full. So we need to make sure that this full composter, see how it's white on top? That means the composter is full. And that full composter is outputting a redstone signal that's going into this comparator, which is in difference mode. And then once the two of these, once the output of this is full, like it just was recently. It just recently refilled itself as more iron came in. So when the signal gets strong enough and it's all the way full, like that, then a redstone pulse is generated that goes and opens it up and tells it, hey, craft all that iron into an iron block. And then that iron block that gets crafted gets spit out into... So it gets spit out this way into this hopper, goes through this line of hoppers sideways here, and we really need to replace these because these are probably causing lag on the server. And then that iron block goes into this shulker. And when the shulker is totally full, there's an observer up here, and basically when the shulker is totally full, then this piston pushes the shulker, which turns it into like a shulker box item, which then goes through this line of hoppers over here and into this set of chests here, which is where you can see it down below. And that's how that part works. And then over here we have, so this is the back side of the locked hoppers. Yeah. Oh, hello, it's Pure Madness. Welcome to the stream. Yes, we are doing actual redstoning today. Well, teaching people about how redstone stuff works, because I think it's kind of fun.
Less than what's up, StrawberryGS.
Yeah, hello. Hi, Bonnie. Yes, you don't need to actually type the less than. That was just an example to show how text-to-speech works. Welcome to the stream. Yes, and you can change the voices using the exclamation point voice command and then choose a number 1 through 30 for a different voice for your text-to-speech. And then over here, so remember we looked at these hoppers from the other side earlier? This is how the circuit for turning the hoppers on and off works. And you can't see it. Hello! But there is a torch underneath right there. Yay, you got the text-to-speech working. So basically, when you put more iron in the other one, or when you put more poppies in this one, here, let me show what happens. So if I put iron in this hopper here, then it will get, basically this circuit will notice that this one has, oops, it flew through too quickly. That this will, basically, when this has 42 in it, then this will light this. So right now, pretty much the redstone, you can see how the redstone is on here and here, but it's off right there. If I put one more thing in, then here, I'm gonna put a bunch more in so it'll keep going for a little while. If I put more iron in...
Less than little Timmy is my cousin greater than...
Ah, I'm glad you have a cousin. Yeah. Extended family can be fun to play with. Okay, so if I put these in here, then you'll see how they slowly drain out. And look, there it is, that redstone signal. Anytime there's more than a total of 45 things, this redstone signal will turn on, which will go through this repeater, and then on the other side of that repeater there is a redstone torch which will turn off to unlock the hopper so that the items can flow through, and there's another hopper underneath this one stealing the iron out of that hopper, and then they'll go off to the iron area. Now,
Less than I haven't watched your stream because my GF and me went to a date greater than.
Oh, awesome! Congratulations! Yay! Yeah, treat people with respect. And no, that those early
me, Puddle.
relationships. Yay! Oh, hey, Puddle, you're here. Yeah, know that those early relationships, they're just practice relationships. Like, I mean, hopefully it'll work out and you guys will be friends forever, but almost always your first relationship doesn't break out.
It's more fun.
Yeah. Yay! Yeah. Now that you know everything, now that you're here, it is fun to be on the SMP. Yeah. So mom advice, those early relationships, they're really fun. But when your heart gets broken, when they end, when you realize, actually this person that I thought was everything, they're not actually everything I was hoping for. I thought that they were really nice, but it turns out they were really nice to me, and they're really rude to their parents and waitresses and other people. Maybe I don't want to be with them for the rest of my life, because I want somebody who's nice not just to me, but to other people too. Then sometimes they break up, and it's very painful, but...
Less than shimmy shimmy, I shimmy, AHHHYAA, Drake. Swallalala.
Okay, I'm glad you're dancing, Booney. Love that energy. Yeah, so just be aware. Sometimes it's heartbreak when those early relationships break up, and it feels so terribly awful. But this is mom saying you will get through it. When you look at all the adults with happy, healthy relationships, and you say, did they ever have a breakup? The answer is almost always yes. Like, it feels like your world is ending when you break up.
Is emeralds a currency too?
Yeah, but it's not over. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other and keep going. Generally speaking, very few people take emeralds, mostly because it's so easy to get emeralds by trading with the villagers. So most people take diamonds, because the only way to get diamonds, if you haven't figured out how to get a dupe that's working, which currently there are no known working dupes that are vanilla only without downloading a mod, then the way to get diamonds, you have to actually mine them. Yeah, usually people ask for diamonds because that actually takes effort to mine. Yeah, so anyway, back to the redstone. The poppies are filtered out over here. And if the poppies completely fill up, so if 2 chests worth of poppies fill up and they back up and they backfill through here.
I don't know if my dupe clutch got patched.
Yeah, I don't know. I do not know. But if the poppies back all the way up, then they will continue to the overflow poppy area. And if something does not match iron and it does not match poppies, then it will also go through to here. And then we can see what happens. Oh, right. And there's other things that happen to poppies. So, poppies will continue through there to here. So if it does not match iron and it does not match poppies, let me show what happens to it. So if it does not match iron and it does not match poppies, then it goes over here, down here, and into this hopper here, which goes into this hopper here, which goes into there. So if I put something just random, what do I want to burn? I'll burn some sticks. So those sticks will go down here.
Is the Redstone Academy going to be an actual school?
Yes, it will. And so those go into here, and you can't see it, but if you use something like FreeCam, there's some lava in there, so those sticks just got burned up.
Less than, don't tell my crush the message I sent you 3 minutes ago, greater than.
All right, well, I don't know who your crush is, so Yeah. Yes. All right. So if the poppies make it through there and they make it through here, then where they go to is they go to this hopper here. So basically poppies don't get destroyed. Poppies get taken out of this hopper here, and they wind up in this hopper here, and they go here, and then bone meal they get turned into bone meal, and then the bone meal goes into this chest here, and then these chests over there fill up with bone meal. But that happens really, really slowly after all the poppies have filled up. So this chest needs to be full of poppies, and this chest needs to be full of poppies.
But if my crush watches this stream, PLs, don't him greater than.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know who your crush is, so be aware that this is in fact public. So, you know, your crush could watch it if you tell them what you like. Yeah. So what I am going to do, let me take something that I don't need. How about let's see here. Blocks of iron. Why not? Okay, well actually if I take the blocks of iron and I turn that into iron ingots. So if I just fill this up like this, then no more poppies can come into this location. Let's see here, there we go. Fill that all the way up with poppies. Actually, you know what? Instead, what I want to do is that.
Less than tell about how did you graduate your whole school greater than?
How did I graduate my whole school? I have no idea what you're talking about. Sorry. Okay, I'm just gonna drop those on the floor because I ran out of space. All right, and then if we also fill up this whole thing here. Whee! Oh, wait. No, the iron is all because iron will fit into here. Okay, we need to fill all these hoppers up with different items if we want to back this up. Okay, so let's put different things in here. Right, the iron's gonna flow through, but these other things that don't match.
Less than like your school. How did you graduate greater than?
How did I graduate? Because I declared myself headmaster, and then I gave myself a degree. That's how it works. There we go. Just put things that are not going to match here. So I am going to take these items out later. I'm just sort of showing, here is how, if this were all the way, oops, I just want to put one at a time. If this were all the way full up of poppies and backed up the entire way, there we go. Now I need 5 new unique items. Oh wait, I've already put iron in there. One of these, one of those, one of these, one of those, one of these. Okay, we're getting there, we're getting there. And this one, how about, okay, one of these, one of those. Oops, I used that one in the previous set. Okay, that. How about paper and a rocket? Oops, that's a poppy. Okay. Poppy, well, okay, yeah, poppies are gonna go through. How about, where's my rockets? There we go. A rocket. Wait, why did I think that was, oh, whatever. Okay. Rocket. Excellent. Okay. There we go. So that is now all full. And then I can fill this Whee! If this is all totally full up, pretend this is full of 64 stacks of poppies. And then this one also has to get full up of poppies. Yes, so over time it will continue filling up. So if this backs up all the way and this one gets totally full of poppies, then... Okay, I think this one might also have to back up. I'm not sure. Actually, wait, if this backs up... I don't think so. I think if this one has a poppy going into
Redstone
it,
Academy
then it's gonna go here. Yeah. All right, got it. See ya later. Sleep well. Yeah, I think now if I put poppies up here, yes, it's working. Okay, so now if I put poppies up here, then the poppies will go through here. And you can see how they are being made into bone meal here. And then that's going to go bone meal. And then that's going to flow all the way down to here. Yes, and bone meal is going to be generated once all the poppies back all the way up. That was what I wanted to show, is this is how bone meal gets made in this server. And once upon a time... it was making bone meal, but now, because I just broke all that, let me go fix it. Take all those extra things that are not poppies back out so that it will work properly again. Okay, so we're gonna take all this, and I think I'm gonna need to turn it back into iron. Let's add a new crafting table over here. You can never have too many crafting tables lying around. All right. Like that, like that, like that. Okay, iron blocks. Whee! Turn all this back into iron blocks so that I've got space in my inventory. And now... let's pick out all that garbage that I put in these hoppers so that it doesn't jam up the system, so all our poppies can flow through into the poppy storage. There we go. All right, and so now once all of this is totally full of poppies, and the poppies back up here, and they back up here, and they back up there, and they back up there, excess poppies are going to be made into bone meal, and that's going to come out this way. But that'll take a while, so I'm going to have to AFK this place for a few days. If we get basically 1 stack of poppies per hour, it's going to take a while. So what I'm gonna do instead, given that I need bone blocks, is I'm just gonna make my own. And let's see here, where's my rockets? You know what, I think I need a few more rockets. Let's get myself a few more rockets. Whee! Splash down. 1, 2, 3. I like to do that in stacks of 3. And then we'll come back up here. We get some paper from the paper farm. All right, we already have some paper. I'll just use that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and make fireworks. There we go. Okay, then I need 25 more paper. 32 is about right. A little bit more than 25. We put that there.
I'm gonna enchant my gear tomorrow.
There we go. All right. Yes. Yeah, it takes a little while, but not too bad. Like, you can get an awful lot of stuff just by, I did not mean to make firework duration 1 stuff. That was a mistake on my part.
I am also gonna set up a shoulder shop, as somebody put it in my mail.
Oh, yeah. Do you mean a shulker shop?
Shucker.
Shulker? Yeah. Oh, yes, Eclipse! That's right, you can use different
G-Day.
accents if you want to. Yeah, if you want to use different
Autocorrect.
accents, use TTSAU. Oh, no. Yes, autocorrect stinks when you want to type something that it doesn't know about. Ugh.
It's 6:33 AMRN.
There you go! Look at that! It's got the Aussie accent! I love it! Woohoo! Welcome. Good morning. Good morning. Glad you made it to a nice morning Australian stream. Yeah, and it's 2 p.m. for me. I love that our server
It's 10 p.m.
caters
for
to
me.
people
RM.
from all over the world. That is awesome. Yeah, alrighty. Well, I am gonna head over to
8-hour difference.
the Redstone Academy.
Radar is ALLRDY, 16 weeks old. It's crazy.
Oh, yes, your puppy. Thank you for sharing those puppy pictures. Those are awesome. All right, so this is a more easily visualized version of the sorter. So basically, you have a line of hoppers coming along this way, and they're each, and basically it's like the stuff flows through, and hoppers underneath sort out the things that you want in each area. So if I want bone blocks to come out of the line of stuff, then I would put them, I would put bone blocks here, filter items there, things that aren't going to be in the line, and new bone blocks. If I put bones up here, then you can see how that makes it so that there's enough. As this is bigger, this turns on, and then it goes off. When all of those bones are filtered out, then
I've got to go
it
now.
will turn off.
Get ready to start getting ready for school.
All right, see you later. And when that turns off, then this turns on. When this turns on, it lights up this block. When this block is lit, then that turns this hopper off. So this hopper will stop stealing items out of the hopper on top of it. And when this hopper stops stealing items out of the hopper on top of it, then this hopper is no longer going to it'll only match things that are going through, and it will not take any new items out of the line of hoppers that's going across that way.
Maybe somebody could build a builder's academy.
Oh!
I realized I'm sort of getting paid $12 an hour to watch stream. LOL.
Oh, that's awesome, Wimpy! Hello, Wimpy Gamer Girl! And hello, Krypton! Welcome to the stream. Glad you're here. Yeah, redstone is pretty complicated, I have to say. And that's why I figured this out off stream, and then I can explain it on stream. But, you know, it's not too bad. And this design is tileable, so you can have it, you can put different ones next to each other. So let's see here. If I put more right next to it, now do I have, I have to make more redstone torches and stuff. I don't think I have more redstone torches. Make more stuff. Let's see. The Redstone Academy needs a little bit more redstone. Okay, so I am going to need... a bunch more torches. So we have redstone goes on top of sticks to make torches. Oops. There we go. Sticks and redstone torches. And then I
Maybe
need
make a statue
regular
of a redstone
stone.
block or dust.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, and I definitely have to put a good pattern on the ceiling that makes it look, so it'll look good from maps from the air. Whee! All right, we need 3 regular stone here. So I'm going to use my Silk Touch pick. There we go. 3 will get us 1 repeater, but let's get a little bit more than that. Okay, and what don't we need? Don't need zombie flesh. Okay. Then head back. Oops. Ah. Whee! So now I can make some repeaters. Like this. So torch there, and redstone in the middle to make a redstone repeater. And then we're also going to need a redstone comparator. Let me remember how to make that. C-O-M. There it is, redstone comparator.
Gotta go.
Oh, I see. It won't make it. All right, see you later. There we go. Okay, I need some nether quartz. Nether quartz. Do I have some with me? No, of course not. All right, let's go get some nether quartz. And let's put some of this stuff that I don't need here. All these extra nether components. Bones and bones. There we go. All right. Oh, wow. That is a nice job. As long as your employer is okay with it and you've done all the things that you can do. So, you know, the inventory is up to date and the shelves are all dusted and everything is rotated and, you know, your stock is appropriately rotated. Then, yeah, that is nice. Yeah, do things to keep your employer profitable. Because when they are profitable, they can continue to employ you. Okay, let's take some nether quartz and some redstone. We gotta start stocking our redstone academy. All right. Those things I will add later. Whee! Up and then down. There we go. Now let's make ourselves a second comparator. So let's see here. It was this.
My boss is super chill, and I keep everything clean, so it's just upkeep that I do. I made a list that I complete daily to keep everything sparkly.
Three torches. That's what I need. Excellent. Yeah, that is nice. And $12 an hour is a pretty good salary. I mean, I guess it depends on where you're at. But let's just say I know other people from other states who are making less. So, yeah, nice. So if we put our redstone comparator there, and then get some actual redstone, there we go. You can see how these things sort of interact, but it's not additive. So if there's a signal on this one, it's not gonna add into that one. It's just going to take the signal that it is. So it doesn't bleed over, even though you think it might. And then our redstone repeater is going to go like that. And our redstone torch is going to go like that. Now, to demonstrate, let's see here. Did I get rid of my lever? No, I still have my lever. To demonstrate how having... Actually, let me do this somewhere else where it's more obvious. Do I have a spare torch? No. Okay. Torch and repeater. Let me demonstrate how the repeater and the torch block work, because I think that's pretty cool. I need...
We sell higher
any
dollar
solid
items
block
than
will work.
most stores, but have fewer customers. So I have maybe 1 to 2 customers in an hour of work, and they usually spend between $50 to $100. I had a customer spend $700 this morning.
Oh, wow. That's nice. Yeah, it's a different economy of scale. And, you know, with some customers, then that's what they're looking for. So if I have a redstone torch, let me make myself a redstone torch. This is redstone basics here. Redstone torch. So redstone torches, generally speaking, then they light redstone dust. And this full redstone signal, it will last for up to 16 little spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So you can see how this one is still going, and it's got its little like light.
I get to train
and
a
then
part-time
this one
helper
is
later,
off.
so I might tune out before stream ends today.
Okay, got it. Well, that is fine. Yeah, stream should probably end pretty soon. I am technically past time. But we've got this signal here, this redstone signal. That's how redstone signals come out of redstone torches. Now, if we take a redstone torch, what if we want to turn off this redstone torch? So actually, let me put the torch back. I don't need sticks anymore. Okay, let me put the torch back. So the torch is here. The torch is making a light go. If we want to turn off the redstone torch, there's my lever. There it is. Then let's just... we can have this lever. No, wait. How do we make this go? Okay. Let me have this be. So the torch itself is on. And then I can take a solid block. There we go. Solid block. Now, I'm not sure if... Now, this torch is on the floor here. I don't know if this will work. I'm just going to test. Let's get rid of these so we're closer. So we have this lever here. I can turn this... use the lever to make a 16 strength torch happen, or 16 strength thing happen. So this is now powering this block. Okay. It was a good test. Now let's get all that out of there. So if the torch is here, it is on. But if this block is being powered by another source, that's going to turn this torch off. I think this is really cool. Okay, let me move this closer so that I can see the torch while I'm flicking the lever. So here we go. Lever. Turn the lever on. Torch goes off. Turn the lever off. The torch goes on. This is what's known as a NOT gate. So if I have redstone signal coming out here, and I turn this lever off, then this turns on. So basically, putting a torch on a block in a line of redstone changes. If it's off here, it'll be on there. If it's on here, it'll be off there. So it is known as a NOT gate. It will make whatever is here be the opposite on the other side of it. And torches will light up not only the block that they are connected to, but also the block directly above them. So if I need a lamp. How do I make a redstone lamp? There we go. Redstone lamp. Okay, I need glowstone and 4 redstone. Well, I know where to find glowstone. Witches drop it. Okay, and then that will be it for today, and we will continue. Well, actually, tomorrow is Thursday. Thursday is Healthy Gamer GG Day. We will continue the lesson some other time in the future. Friday, I have a feeling somebody might choose the Friday game because I've seen a lot of people talking about Deadlock in chat. Okay, glowstone dust. If you take 4 glowstone dust, it will make glowstone. Yeah, we can have 11. That's fine. Okay. This one. Put that back. And then we're going to need more of this. And now, glowstone. Let's make some glowstone redstone lamps. There we go. So we can deadstone. I think it's free to play. I believe that is my understanding. That is what I've been told. Yes. Logic. This is basic redstone stuff, and I think eventually I will put in a whole bunch of lessons here in the Redstone Academy. My plan is to have like this left-hand side be a bunch of rooms of redstone lessons, and then the right-hand side of it is going to be practice areas where people can look over here and then repeat it over there in their own little lab. That's probably the one we want, the free-to-play one. So, if I, for example, put a redstone lamp here, it'll be on when the switch is off, and off when the switch is on. And if I put a redstone lamp here, this one is on because the block immediately below it has power, but this one is off because this block does not have power. However, if we switch it like this, this one stays on because the block immediately next to it has power. But, yes, which is a little confusing. Like, if I put another lamp here, I think this would also be on. And this will go for all the ones next to the powered one. So that'll be on, but one that's 2 higher than this will be off. There's my scaffolding. Scaffolding. Okay, and if I put another one there, that will be off. Yes, and this one will be on. But see how this line here goes? Oh, I guess redstone itself does not power the blocks above it, only the blocks going into it. I should have made more lamps. Hi, okay. Maybe I should kill these guys. There we go. Stop bothering me. Stop bothering me. Yes, and the blocks below it as well, but I don't really want to break the floor. I guess I could. There we go. Give me this. Give me this. Give me this. There we go. So this block here should go on, but not that one and not this one. Don't need to show that one. It's pretty much the same. So there we go. But then this one, because this block is receiving power, I believe next to it will work, but not next to that. So this one will be off. So the ones above it and below it, those will be on. And that is how redstone connectivity works and things that get powered. And then, you know what? We're going to have to do the crafter another day. I will do the crafter another day. Clearly, I need to finish the roof. But this is another simple redstone contraption where you put a shulker box full of poppies. Oh, hey, Bench is here. You put a shulker box full of poppies here. The poppies just go into the hopper. The hopper puts them into the composter. And when they're finished composting into bone meal, then the bone meal goes in here and it comes out there. So let's see here. With only 3 poppies, I don't know if that's enough to make a bone meal. But they get composted. And if there were enough of them, then they would get composted into bone meal here. There we go. All right. It is time for me to say goodbye. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow, we will be continuing to work on the roof. And I am planning to AFK the bone farm. Because we need more bones. Bone meal makes bone blocks. We need more bone blocks for the roof of this place. Whee! And if every hour... Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm going to need to AFK this for several days. Because every day is one line, and we need to fill up an entire 2 boxes. So if I AFK this until next week, when I come back next week, it'll actually be making bone meal for me. Alrighty. Let me say goodbye, everybody. Tomorrow we'll be back with a Healthy Gamer GG video. And I will see you all later. Bye, everybody. And over on Twitch, let's